Good morning. It is now Monday, the 2nd of November, and today we're still in Tal, but today we're going to hike off to Temang, which I think is about the same distance as from Sianch to Tal, so it'll be about 5 to 6 hours hiking, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. The weather looks really good, so hopefully we'll be in for some sun and some great views again, but I think I'm pretty hungry. Slept a lot, but very hungry now, so we're gonna go off, get breakfast, finish up packing and head off. Okay, this is gonna be a bit more of a healthy start into the day with apple porridge. Well, it'll be followed by an apple pancake, but you know. And we're off on our way to Temang. Apparently it'll be about 5-6 hours hike, going up some 600 meters to about 2,300, but weather looks pretty nice, so I think it should be a nice hike. So that's Tal, where we just came from. And this is actually back on the road that continues on all the way to Manang. So walking is going to be a little bit easier for a little while, and we're back in the sun as well. Back in t-shirt because it's getting nice and warm now. Unfortunately my knee is hurting a little bit, my left knee. It's a little bit of a concern because we're really just starting out on the hike, but hopefully it's just a passing thing. Because I remember back in Bhutan we did like 200 kilometers hike in 2 weeks and my knee was fine, it didn't even hurt once, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Hopefully it'll just go away, or I can kind of do a bit of my physio exercises to make that better, but we'll just see how we go. The little kid just managed to shoot a bird out of the tree, but he can't find him. Not quite sure where it dropped. I get a good photo. It's hard not to get a good photo here.
I'm not to get a good photo.
Yep, smart move. We're gonna continue on in direction of Manang. We've left the road again, which I actually much prefer on these small hiking trails, just a bit more scenic and there's no cars coming your way. Obviously it's also usually quite a lot steeper and rockier because it's not maintained for any cars to drive on, but I think you just get to see so much more if you go along the hiking trails where you can. We made it to a small place called the Rapani. I'm not quite sure whether the plan is to have lunch here or not, or whether we'll go on to the next village, but I could do with a short break actually. Apparently they have a German bakery. I think I'm gonna have to have a look. Yeah, they have some very European bread rolls, croissants and some, looks like cinnamon scrolls or something, but I think we're actually going to have lunch in the next place, so I might pass here. They actually also have places to camp here, in case you're not feeling like you want to go to a guest house. But we're going to continue on to the next place where we're going to have lunch. So this apparently is one of the tourist checkpoints. You actually need a permit to walk around Annapurna, and this is where they probably turn you around if you don't have one. So this place here by the riverside is where we're gonna have lunch. I'm glad to see that they should be having some Wi-Fi to get connected to the rest of the world. Probably one of the prettiest guest houses that we've stayed at. We're not staying for the night, we're really just having lunch here. Pretty glad to have a break as well. My knee's been hurting quite a bit. It's manageable, it kind of comes and goes, and the only good part about that is that it also subsides when I do stop, when I take a little bit of a rest. So I've been taking it a bit easier, but pain threshold has not hit anything like yesterday when we were going up that last little hill down to Tal. So hopefully it'll be okay for the rest of the day, and hopefully it'll kind of start easing off once, you know, my leg muscles get a bit stronger or whatever it is. But I'm just really hungry, so we're gonna go have lunch now, and then we're going to be on our way to Temang. Yeah, I get potato with egg, and I think my dad's got potato with veggies.
And egg.
With egg. This is really got to be for the Australian tourist. Kangaroo guest house. Well, we're back on the track now, off to Temang, which I think should be another 3 hours of hiking probably. But had a big lunch, so I think we should be good. Should arrive there around 4 p.m. So this is actually much of the road that you'll be walking on, but you can be sure that if you are taking the car like we did from basically Shanghai to Xi'an, it is going to be a very, very bumpy ride. Wow, a lot of these villages seem really, really empty. Not many hotels open, not many tourists coming through, even though it is peak season. Our guide's saying that it's mainly due to the earthquake. A lot of people cancelled out. Unfortunately, it's making it really hard for the locals here because they literally live off the tourism. Everyone's running a hotel, a restaurant, a guest house, some services for the tourists. So it's a bit tough for the locals at the moment. And it's just really quiet, and everybody's really friendly. Like everybody's, you know, very used to tourists, obviously. Especially all the little kids, you get like really young kids running around, you know, going namaste, namaste to all the tourists. I feel really bad for the locals because there's so few tourists coming through, which means there's just very little to live off at the moment. Well, hopefully it'll pick up a little bit once people get over the shock of the earthquake and realize what a beautiful trek this is. So hopefully I can make some nice videos and put them online and entice people to come along. Starting to get pretty steep now. Running out of path. Not even that high, maybe 2,000 meters, but coming from Melbourne where we're at sea level, this feels pretty exhausting already. We're really starting to get into the autumn colors around here. It's really pretty actually. Exhausting to walk due to the muddy road, but it is very pretty. I think we've made it to Temang. Now we just have to find the guest house where we'll be staying for the night. Well, looks like we're almost at Temang. Not quite. Kind of feels a bit like the Scottish Highlands. So this is the guest house we decided to stay. It looks very pretty. Got some nice rooms, and most importantly, we got a really good view from the terrace. It's a little overcast at the moment, but hopefully in the morning, if it's clear, you should have a really nice mountain view. Wow, the clouds are really coming down into the village now. Might be really foggy in the evening. I know you probably can't tell because I'm wearing the same clothes, but I just had a really nice shower. Wasn't hot water, but it was warm enough to get under and kind of scrub myself clean, change my t-shirt, my underpants, my socks, and just feeling so much better now. Just after all the walking and sweating. And we're now gonna order some food, charge up some stuff, rest up a little bit, and then tomorrow we've got a fairly short hike, just a couple of hours. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping all of these clouds will go away so we get a nice view, but it should be really nice. Finally time to go to bed. It's been a pretty exhausting day, even though it's just been 6 hours of hiking, but I think just towards the end, just going up towards Temang, I think it was like 400 meters just straight up. It was pretty tough, so pretty exhausted now. Tomorrow I got a bit of a shorter hike ahead of us. Either way, I'm just gonna get some rest and then I'll see you guys tomorrow.